guys, I'm Jasmine and this is Jasmine's Book Journal. Today I'm going to be talking about the book A Whisper in the Dark by Guy Quintero. If I said that last name wrong, I really do apologize, Guy. And so actually a couple of weeks ago, Guy messaged me on my Instagram book account and he told me that he wrote a book and he asked me to look into it. Well, I didn't look into it. I just bought it off of Amazon, and you can get it on Amazon and you can get it at Barnes & Noble. So like I said, I did just buy it, and then I started it last Saturday. It did take me a full week to start it because today is also Saturday. And it took me a little longer than I would have liked to finish it, but it's fine. So about the book, it is about USA, actually the Unholy Slaying Agency, they're hunting down a powerful voodoo priest that is causing like a lot of harm and, you know, switching over a lot of people. So a lot of the books I read are romance books. Well, when I say a lot, I mean most books that I read are romance books. And I don't usually read paranormal books like this, or I don't usually read fantasy books. I do struggle picturing these things, so this book was a lot of work for me. Not only did it have paranormal, so like werewolves, vampires, and ghouls, and voodoo priests, I also had a lot of military terms, like so military names and guns. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what majority of those guns are. There's some like M stuff in there, some numbers. I just pictured big guns and little guns. Like, I kind of just went with like what was going on, and sometimes I pictured big guns and sometimes I pictured little guns. I don't even really know, like I read books. I don't pay attention to guns, so like in my head it's a pew pew pew. So I did struggle with that. So this book was actually a lot of work for me. And that's okay, because I need to learn how to go out of my comfort zone. And it's okay if sometimes a book is a lot of work, in my opinion. A lot of the times when I'm reading my romance books, like I can have background noise going on. My husband can be talking. My husband can be playing his video games. He can be watching a movie show, and I'm okay. Like, I'm in my book. I can usually listen to like any kind of music when I am reading my books, and when I was reading this book, I either needed completely silent. So that also made it hard because I couldn't read as much as I usually do and wherever I want to. Like when I'm reading my romance books, I can read during my lunch hour when all my coworkers are talking, or I can just easily read anywhere. Sometimes I read at the gym when I'm on the treadmill, and I could do that. Well, with this book, I couldn't do that. Like, I needed complete silence, and I needed no distractions. And that's okay. So whenever I could listen to music, I did listen to more, like, Lindsay Sterling radio, so, like, a little bit of classical, no, like, actual vocals, just, like, calming, just background noise. Because sometimes I just need music, too. To focus on reading. So that would probably like be that's not on Guy. That's not on Guy. That's on me, because I just not used to that, and I don't really know what's going on, and I just needed to focus and concentrate. With that, there was a lot of parts where I had to reread a lot of paragraphs because I didn't really know what was going on, and I had to how's the best way? I just had to focus. It was work, and that's okay. I'm not upset with that. I enjoyed the reading. I really did enjoy the reading. And I'm glad that I just went for it. And a lot of times I personally don't like to read the description of books because then I get like, oh, I'm good. But then if I tend to just read through the books without looking even at the back of the book or description of the book, I tend to enjoy it a little bit more, and I like going in without having any idea what is going on. So, the one thing I would say I didn't like about the books was there wasn't really a description on the characters. So there's multiple characters, and it's in like third person. So it's not just one person point of view or multiple point of views. It's in third person. So it's kind of hopping all over the place. And with already struggling with like trying to picture what I am reading, I also had a hard time picturing the characters. I think there was only like a couple of parts where one of the characters was black, and one of them had an afro, and one of them had dreadlocks, and one was a female. So for the most part, in my mind, well, there was a couple of females, but like there was actually two female, or like main character females. But in my mind, not only am I picturing little guns and big guns and going pew pew pew, but I'm also like the bodies aren't actual bodies in my mind. I saw them as like shadows. But it was okay. It works for me. I got the book done. I enjoyed the book. I liked how it was out of my comfort zone, and I liked the fact that like Guy was like, really, he made it happen. He made it happen. And on the plus side, Guy was in the military, and he was deployed a couple of times too. So thanks, Guy, for that. Thanks for our freedom. There was a couple more things so in this book, I'm gonna get into this part. So my husband read like 5 pages before I even started it, and he warned me. So there are like some brutal stuff going on, like body parts being cut off, like fingers, toes. Yeah. The poor character. I just read through it. Actually, the most uncomfortable part for me through the whole book was there's cockroaches crawling on one person, and I'm like, no, get me out of here. And then the body parts and there was body parts being sewed shut, like eyes and mouths. I'm like, no. Cockroaches? No. I don't like bugs. I actually even told the guy that. So there was that. So if you don't like a little bit of a brutal, descriptive part, I do not recommend this book. But if you don't mind, body parts being cut off, and it was just one scene where there was cockroaches crawling over somebody, and I even sent him a photo. I'm like, this is what I'm uncomfortable with. I'm not uncomfortable with the body parts being cut off. It's the cockroaches. So yeah. And if you do like paranormal books, I do recommend it. I feel like somebody that likes paranormal books and somebody that knows guns in military terms a little bit more than I do would enjoy this book a lot. I did find it funny, so I'm a Falling in Reverse fan, and there was chapter 18 is like the title is Where Is Your God Now? And all I could think of, and all of the zombies, and like those vampires. If you know Falling in Reverse, he's got a song about a vampire, he's got a song about zombies, and all I can think was, I have to wear my Falling in Reverse shirt because it's zombified, and then this vampire song, and then Where Is Your God Now? Like, where the fuck is your God now? Okay, sorry. That was a little music in me. So yeah, I enjoyed this book. I definitely need a romance book in me for right now, just to kind of cleanse my palate and get back into it. But I enjoyed it. I really did. There's a lot of parts where I'm telling my husband he needs to stop talking so I can concentrate. But I like the fact that I had to work for this, and I needed that. So thank you so much. That's all I have for today. If you have any comments or suggestions, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Also, check out this book, and you can also follow Guy on Instagram, Guy Quintero, and give it a try. Give him a shout. So yeah, comments in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. And this is Jasmine at Jazzy's Book Journal. I'm Jasmine, and this is Jesse's Book Journal. And thanks for watching.